LinkedIn quite recently introduced a new format of ads, the thought leader ads, where individuals can have their posts promoted in the feed rather than it just be the posts of companies, brands that are being seen and paid to be seen. What's your experience been with those, and are you generally seeing better results, lower costs per click, per result? What are some early experiences you've seen?
Yeah, these thought leader ads, I've been waiting a long time for these to come around because Facebook has had this type of thing for a long time. What's so great about them is, like you mentioned, it's the costs. For those who don't know, your costs on an ad platform are directly dependent on how high of an engagement rate those ads get. So in LinkedIn's eyes, they're showing your ads and your competitors' ads, and they're trying to decide which one to show more often. And what they do is, if your ad gets interacted with more often, they go, ooh, there's more value being shared over here. We're going to give you preferential treatment. We're going to show you more often at a lower cost. And so what we've seen with thought leader ads, if we have to pay to a North American audience, because that's the most competitive, if we have to pay like $10 to $16 per click, usually from ads, on a thought leader ad, we might pay $2 to $4 per click. I mean, it's vastly different. These are ads that get a much, much higher engagement, but I'm also not worried about them being abused, because I think that's the natural reaction, is like, oh, if they are working so well, then of course everyone's going to adopt them, and my news feed's just going to be full of spam. But what we find, they are so limited with their abilities to actually generate leads, which is what most companies want, that I don't think they're going to get overused. The goal of them is really to be authoritative and share useful and helpful information, get your executive's name out there, build their followings, and I don't see them being abused, which is great. So very low costs, but also very low conversion rate to some sort of a conversion, like a lead. And so you want to use them in those initial touches, and you're not going to be relying too heavily on them for like, here's a person telling you need to talk to their salesperson right now.
And just to clarify on that, so companies running ads on LinkedIn have more options of the types of posts, the types of ads they can run, than an individual person's post being promoted as a thought leader ad. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yeah. Companies can attach lead generation forms right to their ads. People can't. Companies can publish all kinds of ads in the news feed, but if you're promoting a personal post, it can only be video, single image, or text only.